Hello guys, thank you for watching this video. I'm Bobby, I'm the admin of Mr. Dev. I'm a 3D artist, digital marketeer, full-time freelancer, and also a full-time indie game developer. So the reason why I did this video today was because, to be honest with you guys, I was very pissed because of what happened to a particular colleague, an indie game developer whose games I think are great. They're amazing. I've played both of his games. One was called Locked Up, the second game was called Find Yourself. I believe you know who I'm talking about, right? So that developer is Emika Games, and I saw what happened. I found out on PC Gamer a few days ago, and also I was reminded by Roland Harris or Sigma the Majestic. Thank you very much for these news. I found out that Emika Games, the developer behind these games, is the one who decided to leave indie game development because of some particular reasons, which I'm going to discuss in this video. The main thing was that a lot of players who played his games, did I mention his games that are great? A lot of players who played his games and they completed his games and they refunded them because both of his games did not have 2 hours of gameplay per Steam refund policy. So what do I think about it? I got a lot of questions from other game developers. What do I think about the Steam refund policy? I can't say I agree, mostly because we as indie game developers, solo developers or maybe small indie teams, we cannot compete with huge AAA companies who have a lot of workers and they do a lot of developers, and they work on a game which has like 100 hours or 600 hours of gameplay. We can't compete with them, and I don't think that the Steam refund policy is fair. So if I think about it, I can know whether I like the game or not after the first 20 minutes. So when I play a particular game, after the 20 minutes, I will know whether this game is for me or not. And the people who refunded Emika Games games, they are not cool. It's not cool to complete the entire game, have that amazing experience, and then refund it. I mean, that's not okay. So I will show my full support to Emika Games, and please continue to work on your games. They're amazing. And one thing I could give a suggestion to other game developers is, I know it's hard, but try to do your best to make your games over 2 hours of gameplay, because unfortunately we can't do anything about the Steam refund policy now, and that was the main reason why I worked so much on my first game to have more than 2 hours of gameplay so that people do not refund it before finishing it. I mean, that's the reality. We can't do anything about it at the moment, and yes, the Steam refund policy needs to change. Maybe it could change depending on the game's length. I mean, if you see the smaller games which do not have so much gameplay, they aren't like 14 or 15 hours, $14 or $15. They're like $6 to $7, and I believe that's not that much. So my opinion would be either the Steam refund policy needs to change, but until that, then we need to establish a game which is over 2 hours. So there's nothing you can do about it. The other thing would be just to set up your game on Gumroad or on itch.io and so on. In that way, you can just focus on your marketing and show that particular channel where you've posted the game to your audiences, and in that way you can make some money. But we cannot say that Steam is not important, because Steam is the largest platform and it has a lot of marketing tools, it does a lot of promotion, there are a lot of Steam festivals, and in my opinion, I believe that Steam is the best platform for sharing your games. So until the refund policy changes, if it changes, we need to do our best to establish 2 hours of gameplay minimum. And there was a very great suggestion by another game dev that I talked with, and that was try to think about replayability. I mean, it's not about adding more and more content, more and more quantity. It needs to have replayability. So think about how you can add replayability to your game to make it different the next time the same player plays it. So maybe it would be different endings, maybe it would be some mechanic which allows unlocking some levels which are not previously unlocked when you play the game for the first time. So think about that. But moreover, let me get back to the topic. I would like to say Emika Games do not give up. Every indie game developer is supporting you. Your games are amazing. Continue to do your best and good luck with your future games.